What is up, Leafs Nation? Grab your double-double, settle in, and let's talk some puck. If you've been following the Toronto Maple Leafs this offseason, you already know the vibe has completely shifted. We aren't just crossing our fingers, praying to the hockey gods, and hoping for a deep May run anymore. Under the watch of GM John Chayka and the braintrust, Matt Sundin is officially in the mix now, which is an absolute beauty of a hire. We are in a retool, not a tear it down, sell everything rebuild, but a very calculated, hyper-focused 2-year plan. And the biggest buzzword coming out of the front office this summer? Role certainty. Today, we're breaking down exactly what this 2-year window looks like, who's slotting in where, and why this might be the smartest blueprint we've seen in the Six in a long time. Let's drop the puck. All right, let's start up front, because this forward group is stacked. Chayka made it crystal clear in free agency. We need to be faster, more agile, and built for the modern NHL. And looking at the top 6, the job descriptions are totally locked in. You've got your pillars, Auston Matthews, William Nylander, John Tavares, and Matthew Knies. But the real game changer here is Gavin McKenna. The kid is a ready-made playmaking dynamo. Honestly, gifting a sniper like Auston a passer of McKenna's caliber is just unfair. It's giving Matthews the exact saucer passes he's been craving on the power play. Now, floating right underneath them in the middle 6, you've got Easton Cowan and Jack Roslovic. These two are your Swiss Army knives. They can bump up to the top unit if someone gets a nick, or they can feast on the second line. The delineation here is brilliant. Nobody's fighting for their identity. Everyone knows their gig. It's a fast, skilled top half of the roster that's built to wheel, dangle, and snipe when it matters most. But hey, you don't win in the playoffs with just a top 6. You need grit, you need pace, and you need guys who just flat out hate the other team. That brings us to the bottom 6, and honestly, this is where the 2-year plan gets really interesting. The competition down here is fierce. You've got Colton Sissons bringing that elite pace and penalty-killing certainty. Teddy Bluger is doing his usual reliable two-way thing. Brandon Duhaime is just pure energy, like the guy plays like he's had 5 espressos before the puck drops. And then there's Nick Paul, who we all know turns into an absolute monster once the playoffs hit. Here's the kicker though, aside from Duhaime, every single one of these guys was signed to a 2-year deal. Why? Because Chayka is playing 4D chess, my friends. This is a built-in pressure test. If this retool backfires and we're not contending, the front office can just hit the reset button in 2028. They can clear out the bottom 6 and start over without being handcuffed by ugly, long-term dead cap hits. It's brilliant flexibility. You get to see if these guys can grind it out in the Toronto pressure cooker, and if they can't, you pivot. Now let's slide it back to the blue line in the crease, because the role certainty is just as pronounced back there. Assuming Morgan Rielly isn't traded this summer, which, let's be real, is always a rumor mill staple, the Leafs' core 7 defensemen are all under contract for the next 2 seasons. You've got your veterans, your puck movers, and guys like Darren Radage just eating minutes, clearing the front of the net and keeping it simple. Everyone knows their partner, everyone knows their deployment. And then there's the crease. I know some of you out there are still wrapping your heads around it, but Sergei Bobrovsky is the unquestioned #1 starter in Toronto. He's got the keys to the barn. Anthony Stolarz has been repositioned as a rock-solid 1A or number 2, giving Bobby the rest he needs on back-to-backs, while Artur Akhtyamov is rapidly ascending as the number 3. Having a clear, undisputed hierarchy in net takes so much mental pressure off the squad. You aren't wondering who's starting. The roles are defined, the expectations are set. So, what's the ultimate endgame of this 2-year plan? It all boils down to Auston Matthews. The next 24 months are absolutely imperative in determining whether Auston puts pen to paper on a long-term extension to stay in Toronto forever. If Chayka's blueprint works, we'll be looking back at this summer as the turning point where the Leafs finally built a modern, sustainable cup contender. But hey, even if it doesn't pan out exactly as we hope, the optionality is still there. With McKenna, Knies, Matthews, and Nylander locked in, Toronto remains an incredibly easy landing spot for marquee free agents down the road. The foundation is rock solid. But that's just my take, eh? What do you guys think of the 2-year plan? Are you pumped to see McKenna feeding Matthews? And what's your prediction for Bobrovsky in the blue and white? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any Leafs coverage this season. Keep your sticks on the ice, stay frosty, and we'll catch you in the next one. Go Leafs!